a comment so I know who it is. Person in here. Who is he? Oh, that is. We got two people. Who up in here? Let me know who it is. Oh, two people left. Oh, two people came back. It's gonna be a live Q&A. Any hurricane questions? Ask now. 3 people. I ain't got time to make videos like that no more, man. So. Y'all got any questions? Now's the time to ask. I even have y'all keep dropping like flies. Damn it. Taking any and all questions about hurricane. Any questions about the company? Y'all maybe have emailed me or commented and I haven't had a chance to get back to you. Now's the time to ask. Since I'm bored as shit. Let me know who's in here. Make a comment, so drop your name, something. Do I know you? Do I not know you? Or don't. Whatever. Down to one person. Shit keep fluctuating. Might be the wrong time of the day to try to do a Q&A. Might have to do it a little earlier. One person there watching, say something. Shit. Ghost, is that you that's in here, sir? Let's get a conversation started. Let's talk about good old Hurricane Express. Don't worry, I can I have like crazy peripheral vision, so I can mainly focus on driving at the same time. Let's get this conversation started. Let's talk about something, people. Let's talk about hurricane. Hello from Vegas. What's going on? What's up, Barry? I'm from Vegas, my damn self. You drive for hurricane or not? The audio is very low. It's probably a shitty ass headset. Let me know. Can y'all hear me better now? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Hurricane questions, no on vacation. I live in Michigan. No on vacation. I don't like how the comments don't stay on the screen. You know what I mean? Like doing this live shit. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do these lives, man. Y'all be sending me a lot. I had one guy earlier send me an email, lengthy ass email too, talking about asking me a whole shitload of questions. And it's just like it's the same. A lot of times people tend to send me questions about shit that I've already covered in previous videos. It becomes very repetitive, so it's kind of annoying at times. Because it's like, bro, if you're gonna like, I appreciate you hitting me up. Like, damn, do your due diligence. Not directly referring to the guy that hit me up earlier, but do your, due diligence or whatever. Or am I enjoying the new truck? Yeah. I'm enjoying the new truck just off the strength that it doesn't break down every damn week. Them 579s, man. Don't get me wrong. Them 579s, they're a beautiful ass truck. I'm on my way to Jersey, by the way. They're a beautiful truck. They're very spacious and everything like that. They got no power, man, none, no power, and they're so. The problem with them is they're so fucking new. They break down every week, every other day. It was annoying. The reason why I had kind of stopped making videos for a while was because of the simple fact that I was at the shop. I was always in the shop. Like, there's so many bugs in them that they've got to get figured out. That the new 579s are junk. Like I said, they look great on the outside. The best thing about them is the light package they put on them and the headlights. Other than that, I mean, the truck was dog shit. I had to get out of that truck, man. That truck was pissing me off. I wasn't making no money with that damn thing, man. Like, some guys get them and they don't have any issues with it, which is fine. Good for you. I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? And the new 567s that they're getting ready to put out on the road, I'm afraid they're going to be the same problem, man. So I went with, everybody knows that 389 has been, on the road, 379, 389, it's an old school truck. There ain't really no bugs to it. Ain't no digital dash and all that crap. Because we got I got one with the old school dash. I know some of the new ones that are going to be coming out are going to have the new dash or whatever, and I wouldn't want it. That digital dashboard is crazy. It freezes. Right before I got out of mines, the last thing that happened to me was my dashboard froze, and all your gauges are on that dash. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know everything froze. I didn't know how much fuel I had. You know how fast I was going. It just didn't tell me shit. I didn't know if my truck was overheating. I think it's a stupid ass design to have all of your gauges on a digital computer, because like anything else, you know, electronically, you know, it can mess up. So we pick custom visors. For those who don't know, I don't know who's in here, and when they put the custom visors on, if they don't seal them the right way, the water, whenever it would rain or I get the truck washed, water would drip down eventually onto the steering wheel. Well, there was another computer inside the steering wheel, right there where under the city horn, and that when the water dripped down on it, if that gets wet any little bit inside of there, it shorted out the computer. So what ended up happening to me was I didn't have any AC. It shut down everything. I didn't have no switches, no cruise control, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it was the final straw for me. That truck really, that last truck I was in really pushed me to my breaking point. To the point where I was literally getting ready to walk away. You know, I gave him the ultimatum. I was like, look, I was already in the works of getting back into a 389, but it was like, look, if it don't happen, I'm done. Like, I was gonna walk away. It was just, whatever. Just have to get that dust system deleted. That truck. Yeah. The dust system, I know. So the stretches that we have, Joker right now is broke down, and it's at Peterbilt, because I mean that's a brand new truck. It's not even fucking, ain't even been on the road 6 months, and it's already back at Peterbilt because the whole DPF system just fucked up. So, but what I tell a lot of guys, what I figured out is your DEF, don't let it really drop below a half tank, and you'll be good for the most part. I mean, eventually you're probably gonna have DPF problems. I mean, that's just the nature of the game with that dog shit. But once I pay this truck off, deleting all that shit, deleting all of it. So, who else is up in here? I see we keep losing people, gaining people. Yet. It's crazy because I be getting a hella emails and hella comments on my videos, man. Especially over there. I got a lot of trolls too. You know, they just want to talk shit. And then you do some research on the people that's talking shit, and then you find out they drive for Swift, or they drive for fucking Milton, or something like that. And it's like, come on, bro. Like I had one dude earlier, I was going back and forth with on TikTok. I had commented on his video, he replied back. I guess he was trying to imply that I was a steering wheel holder. It's like, okay, well, at the end of the day, technically, if you want to really want to think about it, I mean, that's what we do, right? But he got all pissed off, bent out of shape, was talking all this shit, and then found out he drives for Milton. It's like, bro, really? You're a company guy. You're talking shit. It's not. I'm trying not to let a lot of people get to me negatively. I'm trying to change my aggression, anger. I have a really bad temper, so I'm trying to change. I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately though. I have like severe PTSD, and normally I got a grip on it, you know what I mean, mentally. And dude, I've been out, I by my choosing, I stayed out. I've been on the road for, I'm going home at the end of October, and I'll be, like I said, by my choosing, I've been on the road for 4 months. And I regret it now because it takes a toll on me. Like, it really does. Like, I always do it before the holidays, but for some reason this year it really got to me. So it's been messing with me mentally. Mental health is a real thing now. I'm not all upstairs as far as having my screws all. My screws ain't all loose. Well, they're not all tight. Because they got a lot of screws. A lot of scars, a lot of trauma. But anyway, we get these hurricanes. Anybody needs some advice on how to succeed, hit me with it. You know what I'm saying? We can cover it, talk about it, whatever. You want to gossip if you want. What is? I'm curious. You said if you're still in here, you're on vacation in Michigan. What the hell is there to do in Michigan? Unless you got family up there. Or you said, or you live in, you said, on vacation. I live in Michigan. Oh, you live in Michigan, but you're, oh, okay. It's cold in Michigan. Fuck, I couldn't live up there. So are you in Vegas right now? We've been going up to Michigan a little bit too. My boy was just up there a couple weeks ago. We on this 44 over here, right outside of Springfield. 170 miles outside of St. Louis. Fucking car right next to me, man. It's like I hate people to do that shit. Like they speed up like they're about to pass you, and then they just want to sit next to you. Trying to keep it on that cruise control, man. Oh, we got 6 people in here now. Uh-oh. Well, if you're new, oh, we're down to 5. Well, anyway, if you're new, let's go ahead and get some hurricane questions out the way. Or whatever y'all want to talk about. I don't give a shit. Let's talk about something. Truck of wood. What's up? What's going on, brother? No, YouTube really makes me mad. I don't need to see myself. Just leave the fucking comments on the screen. I haven't slept in like 3 fucking days. So I can't sleep. I don't know what it is. And it's crazy because like I'm tired as hell. I just can't sleep. You know, we 18 minutes in. We ain't got no questions yet. Only question I got is how I enjoy the new truck. I love my truck. Did you name your Peterbilt? Yes, I did. That's right. Yeah. I didn't think about it. Yeah. Because I named it a couple things, but then I changed it. I was going to name it Sweet and Sassy, but then I realized that was a little gay, so I named it P Nasty. P Nasty. Yeah. Even though it's kind of the same color scheme as the truck I just got out of. It's identical, actually. I was getting too much hate for the Iron Man shit. Everybody willing to hate on me for having the Iron Man thing. So, it's like, whatever. So I call her P Nasty. Up and down to one person. Who's the only one person left in here? Is it you, trucker? Yeah, I've been to Hunts Point. It's crazy because, like, you know, people say we go to Hunts Point all the time, and well, I mean, they advertise Hunts Point, and in reality, I don't go there a lot. I think they use the hover guys for Hunts Point a lot. I'm sure there's some guys who go to Hunts Point a lot. I don't. I've been there once. But yeah, I've been up in there. It's not that hard. Hunts Point isn't. Hunts Point is easy as shit though. Like I'm beyond. Keep it real with you. I never been to Hunts Point until I got with Hurricane. Are you guys staying busy? A lot of drivers are feeling. Yeah, no, I mean, let me finish this Hunts Point top point. Hunts Point. I mean, and then I'm gonna touch on that. So Hunts Point, I was terrified when I first went there because I'd never been there before. It's easy as shit to get in. I still haven't really figured out how to get out of Hunts Point the proper way. Everybody says go the same way you came in, but it looks completely different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get somebody to make a video so we can post it for everybody how to get out of Hunts Point. Because there's so much construction, it's real confusing. And if you make the wrong turn, you're screwed. But have we been staying busy? Yeah, we stay busy. I mean, this is the way Hurricane works, right? So if you're a driver that's actually going to drive and do loads, you're always going to be busy no matter what. No matter what the country's going through, they will find you a load. They will go through. If we don't have our own shit, they'll go through whatever brokers they need to, and they will find. Even if they end up losing money on it, they'll get you something to keep it rolling. I really never sit. I know everybody was complaining for a while. Oh well, you know, there's no loads and this, that, and the third. I see people on Facebook talk all the time in the Hurricane pages on Hurricane's main Facebook page, talking about they don't get loads and they've been sitting there for 3-4 days. That doesn't happen because they know I like to run. I watched a video of a guy. He made a video on how to get into Hunts Point. Yeah. So that guy, that's the guy Voodoo. That's Dan Smith. He drives a Stretch. And there's another guy that just made another video how to get into Hunts Point. What the fuck is his name? I don't remember his name, but I ran with him the other day. We were running and shit. We were coming out of Jersey or whatever. We ran all the way over to Indiana together. Yeah, I mean, getting into Hunts Point is the easiest part. Getting into Hunts Point is so easy because the signs everywhere. The problem is coming out of Hunts Point, you follow the signs, but then you start seeing bridges. I don't know if that's his name or not. Oh yeah, Lucky 13. Yeah, that's the guy. Yep. So that's his truck number 13. So coming out of Hunts Point, once you get down to that one left that you make after you go under that bridge where it says that you're not going to fit, but you can fit. Once you come down to that, and you're supposed to make a right, and there's two intersections, right? There's one in the middle, and then there's one on the fucking right. And the one on the right has like a clearance that says like 12.6. And then in the center, you see it goes up onto the interstate, but you're not really sure if you're allowed on that interstate. So when I was leaving Hunts Point, it was a Sunday morning, and I made the first right, and I seen it said like 12.6, 12.3 or some shit. And your natural reaction, like I freaked out. I was like, fuck, you know, I'm in a 389, and I'm not trying to tear my truck up or, you know, lose my job because I'm about to go under the shit that said 12.3. So there was nobody outside. I waited for them, and there was no trucks. That was the thing for me, was there was no trucks where I was in my lane. All the trucks were in the center. So I waited for them all. The light turned green. Once everybody cleared out, I drove right over the fucking sidewalk, right into the middle. I didn't give a shit at that point because I didn't know what to do. Do you mostly take photos from? Mostly take. Yes. We do seafood too. It's either gonna be seafood or it's gonna be or produce most of the time. Like the load I got right now, this is going to South Plainfield, New Jersey, Halls. Really easy place to get to. It looks a little sketchy because you kind of go through like a residential area, but it's easy as shit. Really easy to get into there. But yeah, man, I drove over the fucking curb, followed the trucks up to the interstate, pulled over, and then tried to figure out which way to go. I ended up taking, I think it was 295 north, going towards like Connecticut, and then I waited until I got on 95 north and turned around where I knew I could turn around and jump 95 south. It ended up being easier for me, and I'll probably end up doing it that way again, because I'm not playing them games, you know, on making the wrong turn and making a critical mistake as far as getting out of Hunts Point. Until I can figure out another way, or the actual way, because I've asked other drivers how to get out of Hunts Point, and it's confusing as hell. They all just follow the signs. Well, the signs are dog shit. The signs disappear. You know what I'm saying? So the signs will get you down to a certain point, and then they disappear. Definitely gotta be paying attention. But that's the thing. Going into Hunts Point is easy. It's really easy. It's literally come over to GWB, and you go to the. I got it written down somewhere, but I think you go to the second exit after, like, right after you come out. In fact, the first exit when you come out the tunnel, you get off there, go down to the light, you make a right. There's signs everywhere. It says Hunts Point. You take that down. It's going to take you. It's going to look real low, but you can fit under it, no problem. You'll see trucks parked under this. It's like an overpass. Like I think it's a highway overpass. And you kind of like veer to the right. You come out, you go right down there. You go down to Tiffany Street, make a left, boom. Go up, you follow the sign that says Hunts Point Market, and boom, make another left, and then it's right there. It's getting out the strip, yeah. Yeah. You can park there early. Hunts Point is huge inside. It's like a fucking city. You gotta make sure you gotta pay. I think it's $35 if you don't have cash. It's $30 if you do. You go inside. They got bodegas. Those are those little corner stores and restaurants inside there and shit too. It's dirty as hell. It's severely dirty. It's crazy. But they do have plenty of places for you to park. You can sit there and take your 10. When I get in there and I get empty, hours or not, I'm not staying in that fucking place. I'm out. But yeah, you can take your break there. I PC out of there, regardless if I got a load over here or not. And the Hurricane knows that's what they tell us to do. They tell us to PC over to Jersey and then get ready to reload or whatnot. So that's what I do. I'm not staying up there. When I went up there too, that morning I went up there, it started fucking snowing. So to make matters worse, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was getting hammered with snow. But Hunts Point ain't that. It's not as bad as you think it is. It's a little tight inside. Yeah, exactly. I know some guys from that area, they park outside on the street. I'm not parking my truck out there. Not even if I'm in the goddamn truck. I'm not sleeping out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sketchy as hell. Back in the day, it used to be worse. It's not as bad as it was. But there's too much shit up there. Only real positive part about going up into New York is the food. You know what I mean? Like, you can DoorDash some shit to you. The food is good as hell. That's about it. I'm from Jersey originally, so I'm used to the East Coast food. So, but if you want some real good pizza or something, I mean, you can have it delivered right to you. Yeah, food and good miles, yeah. But like, see me when it comes to miles, I don't like going past the yard. How many pickups do we have? One. I very rarely. I've only had one produce load since I've been here, where I've had, oh, there you go, my bad, bad signal. Every produce load I've done coming out of California or Arizona, and I've had a whole lot of them. I've only done one load where I've had 2 pickups. Never, every other time it's been go to one place, get loaded, full truck, and I'm gone. The only ones that do a lot of pickups are the fucking seafood loads. But a lot of times they're like within 20 miles of each other, you know what I mean? So you'll literally pick up at one spot, Vernon Cold Storage, and literally go around the corner, like a half a block, and go pick up the rest. And then go pick up somewhere else. And then you got like 8 fucking deliveries. I hate those loads. I really don't do them. So they don't even bother giving them to me because I'll bitch about them. But for the most part, I only do one pickup. Like this load I got, I went and picked up load of cauliflower. You know what I mean? It took them forever to load me because I had to wait for them to finish picking the shit. But, you know, I was there almost 24 hours getting loaded. Which, when I got there a day early, so that's why. But I had to wait like 9 hours to get the rest of my produce. But it worked out because, you know, leaving Cali at night is probably ideal anyway. You don't have to deal with all the goddamn traffic. So I know I took a very interesting road coming out of Santa Maria. I took Cali 166. And I took Cali 166, and as far as going up that road, it was a little sketchy, and it smoothed out. But right before I got to 99, about 15 miles before I got to 99, it was a steep drop. Now, I'm not really heavy, so I wasn't worried about it. Yeah. That's a good load, though. I mean, shit, you save money on fuel. But anyway, so I was coming down Cali 166, and yo, it turned from smooth as hell because I felt like I was on top of the world. Like I was up in the hills for the longest, right? Started going down. It was a 4% grade. It just switched to 7% grade, and it was every bit of 7%. If not, it felt steeper. And yo, it was sharp ass S curves. Like it was some shit. It had me pucker up your asshole a little bit if you know what you're doing. So if you ever heavy and you coming off of 101, and unless you got a truck with good engine brakes, don't take Cali 166. I'll tell you that right now. Don't do it. You're better off dropping down, cutting over. You know what I'm saying? Don't take Cali 166. I wouldn't do it in the 579. I'll tell you that. Because you'd be kissing the side of that fucking mountain. And that's the thing too. There's no guardrails. Like it was a little sketchy. It was really dark too. So and it's like lifeless up there. There's nothing up there. Does Hurricane have dedicated runs? Yeah. If you wanna do like Hunts Point and Hubbard, Ohio. As far as that, but like as far as like a dedicated run, like where you do the same shit every day, no, they do not yet anyway. I wouldn't put it past them. There's been a lot of changes. Yeah, we have dedicated customers. I mean, we do Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like we do all of Tyson. I don't know how much longer that shit's gonna last. The way things are going, there's a lot of dumb fuckery stuff going on here at Hurricane. A lot of they've hired a lot of dumbass drivers lately that just don't. This is no bullshit. I had one guy, I don't know if I ever said this in another video, I had one guy knock on my door. I was parked over at Tyson. He was a car hauler his whole career. He came over and knocked on my damn door at 3:30 in the morning because he didn't know where the glad hands were. like as far as like what color goes where. And I was like, you're joking, right? You're shitting me. There's no way you don't know that. Tyson still, yes, they suck when it comes to loading. But that's why we try to drop our trailers, and they try not to give you the load until it's almost ready or it is ready. So that way your wait time is kind of minimal. They're pretty good at getting us loaded faster than, let's say, your typical owner-operator will go pick up a Tyson load. We don't wait as long, I would say that. When I had my own truck and my own authority, and I picked up at Tyson in Arkansas once, I remember sitting there for like 3 days. It was ridiculous. And there's nothing you can do about that, you know what I'm saying? But when you're with a bigger company where you have the ability to drop trailers, it's a lot easier. You know, I'm not saying they're perfect, they're not, no company is. As far as like shippers and receivers, nobody's perfect, but it's not as bad. I've seen worse than shit like that. I've seen a lot worse. So, but yeah, man, I had one guy didn't know how to fucking run a reefer. I run into a lot of guys that refuse to use load locks. Like, it's a lot of they've hired a lot of people lately that can't drive, won't do their job the right way, never ran a reefer in their life. Are you able to top off the fuel in the truck? Depends on the load. Sometimes I am today. This load isn't heavy at all. I don't even know what it weighs. I mean, I didn't even scale the shit. It's so damn light. It's a load of cauliflower, and it's loaded all the way to the back, but you can just tell. Running reefer is, yeah, it's very easy. You can just tell, like, when you know you're trucking, you've been doing this long enough. I'm looking at my suspension gauge and it's barely on 50. You know what I mean? So I slid all the way forward. I haven't been fuel since somewhere in New Mexico. And I'm only at a half tank, but the QT up here in Rolla, fucking diesel's $3.99 a gallon. So I'm going to be topping off over there so I don't have to spend money over on the East Coast. And that'll be enough to get me all the way over. Exactly. But see, the problem now is they've hired so many dumbass people that don't know what they're doing, right? Like we damn near became the new Swift of refrigerating that drives really nice trucks. And our trucks aren't really that nice, most of them anymore, because they keep hiring these people, tearing them up. You know what I'm saying? So I wish they would do a better job at, the recruiting, screening. Because, if you've never done reefer, go get a job somewhere, do it for about a year, and then come back and reapply. You know what I mean? Like, when I first started with Hurricane, there wasn't all this craziness. So now we got to send fucking temperatures. Like my dispatcher, me and him kind of went back and forth earlier. It's like, bro, I know how to run a reefer. My temps are going to be what they need to be. I'm running 34 continuous right now. I make sure every day before I start my shift, a lot of guys run reefer. A lot of guys refuse to run reefer. I don't get that. I probably sleep better if the reefer is running, but I've been doing reefer forever. You know what I mean? So I'm so used to it, but I parked next to a guy once that I guess he was sound asleep. And normally if I can pull in, nose in, I'll do that out of respect. That's the old school way. I'll pull in as long as I can back out easily. You know what I'm saying? So the guy next to me isn't disturbed by my reefer. These new reefer units are so quiet anyway. It is what it is. Yeah, it does. Exactly. It's very soothing. But mostly everybody has an APU now. and the APU tends to be louder than the damn reefer. You know, so I don't get it, but I do what I can. But anyway, I wish Hurricane, when I first started, there wasn't so many dumbass people here, man. There's a lot of, yo, I swear to God, like, yo, anybody who's been, I miss the old units louder. Yeah. I think the older units kept, I think the older reefer units did a better job at keeping things cool. Versus these new ones. These whispers and all this shit like that. I feel like they don't have the power, and they don't do what the old ones can. I prefer an older reefer unit over a new one, but that's just me. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I just wish Hurricane did a better job, man, as far as screening. We hired a lot of dummies at Walmart too, man. It is. It really is embarrassing, because this company wasn't like this before, man. Give me a saying. A lot of people. It is. There's a lot of people complaining about everything, and then like. So there was, I don't think the dude's here anymore. There was this one guy. He was complaining about sitting, so I tried to help him. So I asked him the basic questions. I mean, how are you managing your clock? He's like, oh, well, I only work Monday through Friday. I take the weekends off. I refuse to work on the weekends. Well, no wonder why you're not getting no loads. I wouldn't give you a load either. You only want to work Monday through Friday? It's not a fucking 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be out here away from your family in the truck, why would you want to sit at a truck stop or at the yard? I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Man, I mean, the brightest shit. So, I don't understand why people do that, man. It's like, it's crazy. There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of available trucks right now. Like, I know if you came to Hurricane and you really wanted one of those new 579s, there's a shitload of them sitting in the yard. Like that, don't work weekends. Yeah, exactly. That's why I never sit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't even delivered yet, and I already got a fucking pre-plan. You know what I mean? To pick up, to keep me running through the week. My dispatcher won't leave on Friday until he knows all his guys are set to get him through the weekend. You know what I mean? So, like, my dispatcher knows how I run, knows how I manage my clock. I don't even drive a lot. I drive 9.5 hours a day, and I still get over 650 miles a day. Even 630, I would say, and I'm only running 66, and I'm getting 6.6 to the gallon in this 389. You know what I'm saying? So I'm spending, and that's another thing about this truck versus the last truck. Last truck, I think me and my boy talked about this. The 579 numbers that they advertise about getting 9.5 miles to the gallon are completely fucking inflated. Because I know guys that work here that are in 579s, and I've talked to them, and I'm spending less money on fuel in this big bitch than they are. How is that possible? I got an APU, yeah, but so do they. I got 2 tanks. But I'm not on, first of all, I'm not on that shitty contract, that guarantee contract. That guarantee's a joke. That guarantee is for when you first start the company and you work a 90-day, on your 90-day contract. $1 a day lease, and you're not required to run any amount of miles, and you get guaranteed pay. After your 90 days, get off the contract. Get off the contract, buy the cheap fuel, buy your own fuel, and you'll be fine. Now I'm local, I was OTR. 6 years. It's not the, I don't mind the look of the 579. Obviously, a 389 is a more superior truck. I have more torque. I can outpull any of these little plastic hunks of shit any day of the week. The 579, I think the 579 looks better than the T680s. The T680s looks like they just gave it to a kid and said, hey, draw some squiggly lines. We're just going to make it a truck. I don't know. Other than the headlights, and I mean, you have the space. But the problem is with all that space, you end up accumulating so much shit that when you do switch trucks or whatever the case may be, you got to downsize a whole lot. I've had to downsize twice. Now I just keep it here what I have what I need essentially, and I still got shit in here I don't even use. So, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm here for this truck, I'd be local, or I'd be doing something else. I have a culinary degree, so I don't have to drive a truck, so I can cook my ass off. Yes, I agree. The T660s, I had one when I was with when I was still doing household. The T660s were no joke. I had one with the studio sleeper, and that thing had power. And the T680s, there's something about the T680, the seat is so uncomfortable, it kills my ass bone. Like, my tailbone was always hurting. The truck I had before I came to Hurricane, I had my own T680. It was an old Stevens transport truck. It was terrible. I hated it. It broke down all the time too. It didn't help that I ran fucking 80, 85 everywhere I went. And I ran that truck into the ground. But yes, I miss the sofa couch. I wish these had a sofa couch. Now, I've never been a real 389 guy. I've always been a Kenworth guy. I'd always, in my opinion, I know it's going to rub some people the wrong way, I've always thought the Kenworth was superior over Peterbilt. Now everybody says Peterbilt's superior over Kenworth. I'll take a W9 over this truck any day of the week. Fuck, I'd take a Classic over this truck any day of the week. Yeah, exactly. That's the only way to counter that tailbone pain. I don't know what it is about those seats, and seats suck. But yeah, I'd take a W9 any day of the week over this. I don't know. To me, the W9 looks better than any 389, 379, whatever. Any long nose P. I've always thought the W9 looks meaner. I've always felt like they've had more power. I love the way the dashboard is. Exactly. If I'm not mistaken, because the difference between, as far as the sleeper goes, W9s are the only ones that had the W9s and the T660s are the only ones that had the studio sleeper. And Peterbilt's always had the Ultra one, if I'm not mistaken, right? I prefer the studio. The studio sleeper, in my opinion, was way better. It was more comfortable. I felt like it was a better riding truck all around. Just jumped in. Yo. Yeah, I miss the sofa couch, man. The sofa couch, especially like somebody like me, I have a hard time sleeping. So, yes, they do sound way better. Way better. Way, way better. They sound better, they look better. And I was trained old school, so my first, that's probably why I'm a little biased. to the W9 version because I was trained in the W9. I used to run dump trucks. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, the jakes on this are pretty loud. Not as loud as they can be, but they're loud enough. They're strong enough. They do the job. You know, but as far as, you know, rumbling down the damn highway, not yet. Once I pay it off, I gotta delete all the DEF and all the DPFs and bullshit, and then I'll be able to, hear these jakes the way they should. If I keep it. I don't like them. No, I don't like them either. I think that grill is too boxy. Thank you. We do, but we have some dumbass drivers. You know, the owner, he tries to put us in decent shit, but guys just tear them up. You know, I found one company though that kind of makes Hurricane look bad. One company, Flanor Brothers. Their trucks make our trucks look stupid. Yo, what you doing on here, man? You at home, ain't you? Yeah, man. That company, Flanor Brothers, they make our trucks look fucking like toys. The grill and the sleeper. Yeah. Yeah, they don't look great. They don't look, I don't know. I just think, same thing with, you know, I know right now we're in this whole weird limbo. What's up, bro? I said what's up the first time. Fuck you. We're in this weird limbo where they're trying to make everything electric and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. There we go. Oh, I'm back. My bad, y'all. Verizon is dog shit. Anyway. What was y'all saying? Damn, I deleted all the fucking messages. But yeah. I don't know. I think back to what I was talking about. I think Kenworth and Peterbilt, they should, Flanor Brothers, yes. Flanor Brothers make our trucks look stupid. Yep, out of Missouri. Though, yo, their fucking stretches, their paint schemes and their stretches. I was parked when I picked up this load. When I picked up this load, I was parked across from one of their stretches. And I get, we do all the chicken lights and shit like that. They do their trucks so tastefully and the real old school way that they make our trucks look bad. Western's cool. Western, I like Western. I don't think they pay their drivers nearly enough. Because I think they only make like 50 cents a mile, and then their owner tells them, well, you gotta pay to drive one of these nice trucks. Like, they don't have junk, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. I mean, other than it being good equipment as far as their long nose trucks, there ain't nothing really special about them. You know what I'm saying? They got some chicken lights. They keep it pretty much stock. Like I said, I don't think they pay their, for what Western pays their drivers. You're better off going to work for fucking Dynamic Transport. Because they pretty much just give you a stock 389. And that's it. You know what I mean? But You, I will say this though. This the chicken-like aspect of it, like this is a private class who, you know, it's pretty much top of the line. That new 389X that's coming out, it's the same fucking truck. The only difference is the badging and the stitching on the seat. There's no real difference. It's the same damn truck. And for some, for a company, you know, for Peterbilt to say, oh, we're not making no more 389s, and then they come out with that, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, I don't know. I just think they should leave it alone. I think they should leave the hoods, leave them out here, keep making them. I think they're going to lose a lot of money. They're going to lose a huge customer base based off the fact that they're going to stop making those trucks. When I pay this truck off, it'll be great for me because this truck will be worth more in value if they do stop making them and they stick to it. Yeah, I know. Western don't pay their drivers shit, man. It's sad. It's sad. I don't get it. I mean, 40 cents a mile, 50 cents a mile. I mean, that was good pay 6-7 years ago. I don't get it. Like, national average right now is anywhere between 60 and 75 cents a mile, I think, if you're a company driver. If you're not making that, you're not making the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what fuel prices are, what the rates are. The cost of living is so fucking high. What are you doing at 40 cents a mile? I mean, shit, when I first started driving trucks, I was making 22 cents a mile. And back then, that was a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, where we are now, shit. I mean, right now, with Hurricane, I think I'm at like $1.89 a mile. You know, and then, you know, I get to pick and choose where I want to fuel and how much fuel. I get to manage my business. That's the one thing about Hurricane is they let you manage your business the way you need to manage it. You making money is depending on yourself. It's not really depending on Hurricane. Everybody looks at Hurricane and they get discouraged when they come here because it's set up properly like a business. I don't look at what I make a week, I look at what I make a month. You know what I'm saying? So if you know how to run a business and you do your things the right way, you know, you'll make money here. You know, that's why I'm still here. I still do great here. But I've seen so many people come and go, jump lease to lease and blah, 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 and all this shit like that. I mean, all these companies are set up the same. They're really the same, right? At the end of the day. I mean, unless you're a company driver, if you're going to go from one lease to another, there's no real point of coming to Hurricane and leaving Hurricane. There's no point. So, I mean, take it how you want it. Some people like it, some people don't. I get it. Is Hurricane perfect? No. You know, are they perfect? No. I think that they can use a lot of improvement on their payroll department. You know, like for instance, like me, if you're not on a guarantee contract, give me a certain day of the week that's my, you know, my cutoff. You know what I mean? That'd be my only thing about this place. Are the guys that from North blind? They have company and lease positions. I don't know, because I seen one guy that was there. He was in a stretch, and I seen 3 or 4 of their trucks this week of their stretches, and they're all pretty much set up the same, just different paint scheme, whatever. I seen one that was a W9 with a stretch. I gave him my parking spot when I left the flying jet. So he had an easy way to back in, and because I was starting my day. But then the other three that I've seen were Peterbilts. But I also seen some of their I don't know if they're company or not, but I've seen some of the other trucks that aren't stretches. The one dude was in a regular, W9. It wasn't stretched or anything, but he had the studio sleeper and shit like that. I don't know. I'm gonna do some research on them. I like to always have a backup plan just in case this don't work. For whatever reasons, I don't know. I mean, fuck, the owner could be watching me right now. I don't know who's in this lobby, so I know he watches my videos, so he can be sitting here watching. Oh shit, Mike's driving down the road, and he's on fucking live right now. And he don't have his seatbelt on. Holy shit! Safety. Whatever. I don't wear my seatbelt in this truck. Just to clarify things, because the way this seatbelt's set up, it's not one of those seatbelts that adjust, and it like digs into my fucking neck. And this visor's so low, you can't really raise your seat. So you got to be able to see out the goddamn window, obviously. And it's just, if they could change this shit and lower it, I would gladly wear my seatbelt. But I'm not going to sit here and slice my neck open and not be able to see. You know what I mean? So, in case you guys are wondering, just a little disclaimer. So, as far as me being on live while I'm driving, don't worry, I'm safe. I'm very good at what I do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta find out more about Flanor. I heard that they don't really pay a lot per mile. I heard. This is what I read online, that they're pretty much like 50 cents a mile, 55 cents a mile. I don't know. I mean, like I said, if it's gonna be like that, I refuse to lose money to drive a nice truck. This whole prior class is great. At first, I was really attracted to, damn, I can drive a truck with all the lights on it. Chicken lights, and it's all decked out, blah, blah, blah. The chicken light shit's overrated, okay? I mean, I love lights. Don't get me wrong. I love lighting up the highway. But damn, that's not the road. We got this hurricane. And you write something up, like if your chicken lights are flickering or not working or something like that, you write it up, you go to the shop, and they're like, oh, well, we ain't got time to fix it. Bullshit. Fix the goddamn lights. What's the point of us having all these chicken lights on the truck if they're not going to work? I mean, I rewired them myself now, so I just do it myself instead of depending on them. But there's a lot of things you write up right up at the shop, and they don't fix it. And they want us to, try to get our CSA score back up. And I mean, I'm not going into the weigh station and say, hey, give me an inspection. I'm not doing it. Why? Because I don't trust my mechanics. Yes, that's true. Usually nicer trucks, lower pay. Very, very true. Yep. At the end of the day, I'm gonna put me and mine first, regardless. Pay. I don't really give a shit. If the truck runs and I can get down the road safely, I don't care what I drive. As long as I can make money and get miles on the boat, I don't really care. But I try to rock it out with Hurricane. Me and the owner are pretty cool. He's a real stand-up guy. You might as well call this Q&A my 1 year review, because I mean it'd be a year on Friday that I've been with the company. And I'm still here. I've seen a lot of people come and go. Like I said, a lot of people don't make it this long, so it's all right. I mean, like I said, it has its ups and downs, but are they perfect? No, but they're better than most. Yes. I've been around the block enough I can say that. So, are they better than most? Yeah. I'd say they probably have the best lease purchase program out here, in my opinion. You gotta understand, you gotta stick it out. You're gonna run into bullshit no matter where you go. You gotta stick it out. If you're really dedicated and you wanna buy the truck and you wanna own the truck, it is possible. The guy Paul just paid his truck off not too long ago. You know, I think what, 2-3 weeks ago, he finally said fuck it and paid it off. He stuck around for a little bit after the fact, but he just said fuck it, I had enough. He found a better opportunity and took his truck to the yard and took all the shit out of it, and he went about his way, got his title, and he's gone. So yeah, no, it's possible, man. You just gotta stick it out. My boy is 3 years into his 389. Chicken lights are pain in the ass simple because you have to maintain them. Yeah, they do, but thankfully for us, you know, they'll just give you a handful of fucking chicken lights. If you want to change them yourself, you know, they're just like, here you go. And then, you know, I gotta have tons of them. I have the watermelon lights. I have a couple cases of those the mechanic gave me. I have chicken lights. They're just like, here you go. The little stupid penny lights are annoying. And there's so many of them. You know what I mean? Like, I got them. Not everybody has them on their bumper. On these 389s. But luckily for me, I do. And I love them on there. And they're easy to get to. But it's the ones like the breather lights. You really gotta like bend the fucking bracket a little bit without bending it. If that makes sense. You really don't have enough room. So I took all of them. A lot of mine weren't working, they were flickering. And I had a broken wire, so I just fucking went in there and took them all down. My boy Cody helped me, showed me how to do it. And we rewired the shit, and then I just plugged all brand new lights in them, lined them all back up, and had them done the right way. The problem is with these, and I know Caden, the owner, gets pissed off about this, because he's only one man, he can't be everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And he wants them wired the right way. But these fucking half-assed mechanics or fab workers that they have in the yard, these kids, they just plug them in and they just bunch the wires together and they throw them in there, you know what I'm saying? And they get frayed and fucked up and shit like that. And when you go to change them, you gotta break the wire, you gotta rewire it and shit because it's done the wrong way. They just do it the right way the first time, it'd be a lot better. So I just basically, went in there and redid them. And have the wires organized so that way if I need to change one, it's quick as hell. It'll take about 5 minutes. I have 2 right now that I need to change. I've just been a little bit busy on this load because this shipper took forever to load me, and I gotta deliver this shit in Jersey by 7 a.m. on Thursday, and I'm 1,072 miles away, which I should be fine. I should make it there tomorrow. But I've been, like I said, I've been having trouble sleeping, so it's been a little tedious. That you can change. Yeah. I'm not paying for them. They like each light at Peterborough. They're like fucking $16 for one light. I got probably about 200 of them in my truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just keep with me so that way. Because even though they say if they're not DOT lights, you can't get a DOT violation for them. My boy just got stopped in New Mexico. His bracket was flickering. His whole light strip was flickering. And he almost got a fucking ticket for that shit. And he wasn't going to turn them. He didn't have them on. The DOT cop made him turn them on. And they were flickering. And she was about to give him a whole fine for that shit. She let him go with a warning, but he was close. That's why I refuse to stop at these weigh stations. They're like, every day I get a message on the Qualcomm talking about, oh, make sure you stop at a weigh station at ask for a fucking DOT inspection. I'm not doing that shit. They got way too much faith in their fucking mechanics for me to stop there and ask for a DOT inspection. The truck, I stay on top of it. You know what I'm saying? If they won't fix it, if I can't fix it, I'll go down the fucking road, make them fix it on the road. You know what I'm saying? If it's something major that needs to be fixed. These trailers, man, air leak after air leak after air leak most of the time. They need to do a better job. You know what I mean? We, as a company, need to do a better job. And there's a lot of us complaining about it, so hopefully it gets pushed up the ladder. If we got to go directly to the owner, you know, if we're trying to go up the chain of command, but if I need to go directly to the owner and get in his ear about it, I will. If he's not in here listening to me now. But there's been one person consistently sitting in here and not moving. And I don't know, I got a gut feeling it's probably him. So, we'll see. I'll get an earful if I do something he don't like. But the lanes up the bitch move. Another thing I love about this 389, man, I get to drive it like a true 18 speed. So that you feel the difference in power. But anyway, any more questions? If not, we're already over an hour in here, so if not, I'm about to get off of this. Because I'm getting to the part, I'm starting to get to points where it's really hilly up and down. I'm getting ready to stop for fuel. I'll try to go live a little earlier tomorrow. It's just a weird schedule I've been on. If I go live, a little earlier, maybe I'll get more people in here and get some more questions. I'll try to do that for you guys. Kind of how I'm feeling, man. Like I said, I've been dealing with a lot of shit. Mental health, man. Don't keep shit bottled up. It's not worth it. That'd be my message to everybody, especially if you're a veteran like I am. Keep shit bottled up. Yeah, exactly. And that's what we try to explain to people at the yard. So lately, what we've been doing, as far as that situation goes, write it up for the shop. They don't fix it, and then dispatch tries to hit you with a load. Just look, I'm not moving until my truck gets fixed. You know, start making a bigger fucking thing about it, and make them fix it. Because if they're on the truck, they have to work. Just like this whole city horn shit. You know, I leave mine's connected now because I was told by a fucking DOT cop that they both have to be connected. You know, a lot of guys were, well, the shop, they would disconnect the city horn before the fucking train horn. You know, so, and then when they do a fucking level 1, they're sitting there, hey, hit your air horn. Then they say, hey, hit the city horn. You know what I'm saying? If you already got a city horn, you got some explaining to do. So, yeah, man, I don't know. There's only 2 mechanics in that whole shop I trust. Billy and JD. There's 2 younger guys, but you gotta kind of like stay on top of them. They're pretty good mechanics, but the one guy, he'll get real sucked up in doing multiple things, and the other guy just, he's good and he's fast, but if he starts talking to a lot of people, he tends to forget shit. So it all depends. Yeah, we got 5 people in here now, shit. If y'all want me to stay on, let me know. Hit me with some questions. Now's the time. Don't flood my fucking email later. Questions after I get off the goddamn internet. I hate when that happens. I'll cover something in a fucking video and then I'll get the same question in an email or a comment. Like if if I'm sitting there talking about this whole guarantee and the pay, I break it down in the video, but then you send me a fucking comment about the pay, oh, that gets under my skin. Oh, it really does. It's like, bro, did you even watch the video? Like, you can scroll through where I covered certain shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of fell back from YouTube, because I don't really have time to sit here and fucking hold everybody's hand. I'm not going to make a checklist and shout you out and fucking show you my scale ticket for every load and tell you to bring your CDL license to fucking orientation and shit like that. I'm not that type of person. So, I'm not Hurricane's favorite YouTuber. Yo, but anyway, so speaking of the type of drivers they've been hiring, after this live is over, right? It's a video that's only a fucking 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Go on YouTube and type in Hurricane Express trucking reviews, right? There's one guy, and I hope he's in here. I hope he's in here. There's one guy, I don't even know if he still works here. But these are the kind of dumbasses that Hurricane hires. One dude made a video about, why are you spamming fucking emojis on this shit? Anyway. Whatever. This one guy, yo, he made a video talking about, basically copying my shit. Right, when I first started. But then, if you really pay attention to the video, like I said, it's only 2 minutes. He made a fucking video about it's basically why. Long story short, dude got a bulletproof vest on, and that's all he cares about. Really, it's showing everybody that he's from Baltimore and this is how we roll. And you're at a fucking trucking company terminal and you got a bulletproof vest on. Why? I don't understand why. They had some guys failed to, I don't know, they fucking got caught. These two gay guys or some shit got caught sucking each other off on camera. They got fired. And there was another, I guess it was a guy at the yard fucking drinking, and then 2 hours later started his shift. He got fired. One guy here got fucking fired and then rehired. He got arrested by the FBI for fucking child porn. Like, there's some shit here, man. That's the only way management will take notice. You guys are considering this shit. Yeah, it is. It is. Chicken McFry. I don't know who the fuck is Chicken McFry. What's the emoji? I don't understand. The guy just spammed the shit out of a bunch of emojis. Whatever. But yeah. Basically we gotta put our foot down with what shit can change. Me and my dispatcher went back and forth because I'm running my shit continuous at 34 degrees. He asked me for my temps yesterday and the picture of the bills. I sent it to him. He texted me today, hey, don't forget to send your temperatures. Dude, it didn't fucking change from yesterday to today. I didn't change the reefer. I don't deliberately go outside the truck to change the temperature. So why are you gonna ask me for the same shit? I told him, I'm gonna send you the same fucking picture of the reefer every day. And he thought I was bullshit, so I sent him the same picture. And he texted me back, laugh out loud. He says it's just in case, you know, something goes wrong. We have a time stamp on the picture. You know, I told him, like, dude, just put 34 in. I keep an eye on my reefer, dog. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking let it run out of fuel like some people do here. I'm not gonna sit here and change the temperature. I'm not gonna drop a trailer, you know, like some people do here. You know, I've seen same. Well, apparently all three of the stretches have dropped the trailer already because they're having issues with the fifth wheel. Or, in other words, they're just too lazy to fucking get out and check their pin. Yo, I can walk in the... I tell everybody this. I can walk in the fucking store for 5 minutes, not take my eyes off my truck, come back out, and I check my fifth wheel. I check my fifth wheel every time I stop this truck. Even if I stop at a rest area, and I'm sitting in the seat doing my 30-minute break, I get out and I check my fucking pin. How hard is it to check your fifth wheel? I mean, it's common sense, right? I mean, the problem I have with Hurricane right now is we're supposed to be... The problem with hurricanes, we're supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be hard to get in here, right? How many people have seen that advertisement? Once you're in here, you're in here. It's hard to get in here, you know. I don't even think that guy works here anymore. I don't know. He's a cool dude. I met him like twice. But I don't think he works here anymore. I don't know. I haven't seen him. But, you know, I mean, we're supposed to be experienced guys. You know what you're doing. You're supposed to have enough experience where they just got to hold your hand. And it seems like now there's so much more micromanaging going on. What the fuck? And it's trickling down to everybody. And now our scores are dropping. Our Tyson score has dropped. Our on-time rate has dropped. Our trucks are getting tore up. It's like, come on, man. It's, you know, stop. I blame the majority of it on our recruiting department because I feel like it went from being hard to work here to putting asses in the seats. You know what I'm saying? So, and once you become a company where you try to grow too fast and you're not prepared, you end up having issues like this. You know. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, they probably hired. We do. We have a lot of guys that came over from Swift. See our England and shit like that. But just because they work there don't mean they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, every driver for Swift ain't a bad driver. The majority of them suck because of their training program. But not everybody's a bad driver. So I would say, you know, it just needs to be a better job. And then there's another portion of it I blame with certain YouTubers and social media influencers here. They attract the wrong people to come work here. You can't solely put it on there, and I'm not just talking about one, there's a couple over there. You can't solely put it all on them. But a lot of the guys here that do social media, they chase referrals. I'm not certain people say certain people are only here for referral money and shit like that. I've had one person put me down as a referral. One. Cool, thank you. You know. Now, I'm not going to go the extra mile to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? I do what I put out there. You take it or leave it. If you put me down as a referral, then I'll go the extra mile, hold your hand type thing if you need it. But guide you and tell you what to do, what not to do type thing. What worked for me versus what might work for you. Fine. But I'm not going to sit here and ghost you after, you know, you get referral money or whatever. Shit like that. Like, we cool. We not. Like, alright. A lot of people send me emails. Hey, what's up with you and G-Dog? I don't know. Completely honest with you, don't know. I have no fucking clue. When it comes to G-Dog, I had no problem with G-Dog. I looked at G-Dog like a brother, right? I go home, I come back out of home time. I had bought some shit for G-Dog for his truck, right? I still got him, I can show you. I still got him here with me in my truck. Like when you open the door. So he has the New Orleans Saints thing, right? So I text him, yo, who's your DM? He never hit me back. I was gonna leave the fucking lights with his DM so he can get them. I call him all week. No response. Okay, maybe he's home. Nope, nothing. I seen G-Dog at the yard. Right? Drove right past me. I don't know if he saw me, I saw him. He didn't say shit to me. I didn't say shit to him. I seen him a couple times, 2 or 3 times actually, on the highway, passing each other. Don't say shit to me. He don't call me, he don't text me, he don't reply back, nothing. Cool. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to be cool. I don't know why you're beefing with me. I don't know what your issue is with me. If you have a problem, address me. That's my thing. If you got a problem with me, address me. Because there's a lot of people here that go, that's another thing about Hurricane, right? There's a lot of people here that go behind your back. They'll smile in your face and act like a friend. They'll go behind your back and talk shit about you and spread rumors about you. So I'm assuming that's probably what happened. Somebody, and I have an idea of who it is. I'm just waiting for G-Dog to say something to me so we can address it. But I don't know. I don't know why G-Dog don't talk to me to answer your questions. I don't know why, whatever, he take... I've heard him take little jabs at me on his little videos and shit. Look, I unsubscribe to him. I unfollowed him. I don't really watch his videos like that. I have people that say, hey, look, he took a jab at you or whatever. Whatever. He got my number. You can call me, bro. We can talk about it. But my thing is, if somebody said I said something about you, address me. Don't act like a little ass girl about it. Hey, I'm talking directly to you, G-Dog. If you're watching this and you're listening, you got a problem with me, bro, text me, call me, we can figure it out. We can talk about it. Ain't nobody got time to beef you. I know you ain't got time to beef with me. So whatever the case may be, whatever it is, I ain't here for all that. I wasn't friends with you when I got here. I don't need your friendship while I'm here. We ain't gotta be cool. It is what it is. But I don't know why the fuck he's not fucking with me. My boy Ghost told me he's not fucking with him too. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what's going on with that man. Maybe he's going through some shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna assume, but I ain't gonna sit here and chase him down. You know what I mean? Oh, we need to be friends now, bro. We ain't about to be cool. Whatever. I don't need you for nothing. You don't need me for nothing. You know what I mean? I thought we were bros, but whatever. I had people tell me, oh, he's jealous of you because you do YouTube videos. And he wants YouTube for Hurricane all to himself. I don't know. I don't know. But on that note, oh, you can see this last message. I saw that he wears a bulletproof vest because he's from, yeah. It's not that serious. Now you can tell in that video, he just wanted to make that video about him wearing a bulletproof vest. I have no idea why the fuck he had a bulletproof vest. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Dumbest shit I've ever seen. I don't know. But anyway, I'm about to hop up off this. I've been on this shit for an hour and 31 minutes. So I'm about to get off. My fuel stops coming up. I'm about to get cheap ass fuel at the QT and keep on trucking. But anything y'all want to ask me before I get off here, let me know. I'll wait a couple minutes. I'll stay on here until I get to the fuel pump. How about that? Right at half tank too. And the last time I put fuel for this week. I know I had one guy, the guy that sent me an email. And I wish I could pull up his email while I'm on this live so he can go back and it's easier for me to answer him this way. I'll probably call him because I left him his number. But yeah, I know you asked something about let's look at the deposit down on the trucks. So like, let's say you guys, if you guys aren't with Hurricane and you come to Hurricane, if you want a brand new 389, it's 5 G's down. If you want one of the brand new ones to sit down and chop, it's $5,000 down. You can pick any color you want and tell them what color scheme you want. That's all good and well. That's $5,000 now. And then there's $5,000 deducted out of your pay on top of the $100 or the $100 a week. That's a lot of money coming out at one time. That's why I decided to go with this used one, because I already had an APU and all that shit. Fuck, fuel went up. God damn it, it's not $3.99 no more. Oh goddamn, it's like $4.20 now. Shit, still cheap though. Cheap enough. $4.20. Yo, it was $3.99 like 2 days ago. What the hell? But yeah, it's it's 5,000 down, and then it's $200 a week for 25 minutes. So you get $5,000, and then they take out a $2,500. I think it is cleaning deposit. It's a lot of deductions, man. Got here the Jakes. This truck is so strong, it's ridiculous. I love it. I love every fucking minute I drive this truck. I take care of this bitch. No questions? I got 3 people in here. Watch, just staring at my ugly ass face. My sleep deprived face with my bags under my eyes. We in Rolla. Yeah, come on, like shit. Another thing too is like, oh man, you gotta get used to driving one of these things again, man, because this clutch is not easy. This clutch is so like, you know what I mean? Come on, dog, you're on my way. Yeah, bitch, you ran the red light. But as soon as I get to the fuel aisle, we're gonna end this live, man. Another good point about getting a good fuel mileage, right? 11 and 13,000 will get you. You'll see an improvement on your fuel mileage. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Definitely will. Anyway, I'm about to put fuel. I highly at y'all. Thanks for being on here with me. I'll try to do more lives, more Q&As, get more questions done. I'll holler at y'all another time. I'm out. How you end this shit? I don't even know how to end the fucking live. Oh. Get out of my way, bitch. Damn. Stupid ass. I think I just hit the exit. Anyway, I'm out. Deuces, y'all.